about 3 metres of water here and just following our way up a creek I've never fished before and try and trot up a few flatheads. So time to dig into the tackle box and get something that dives down a little bit deeper. Obviously we want to be within that bottom zone where the flathead lie. So this one here dives to about 3 metres, so should be perfect for about this 2.7, 2.6. I can vary the speed, lift my rod tip a little bit and try and catch a couple of flathead on the diver. Bite there. Just trialling one of the many creeks up here on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and something a little bit different, just exploring this creek that we're in. I've never been in here before, and it's just an adventure to do that, and got a nice flatty on the little hard body here. Where is he gone? Dirty water. There we go, beautiful. He's just climbed on that and he's in the net. That's how we like to start it off. So there we go. It's a great way to fish, great with the kids. It's a great way to explore areas. Keep an eye on the sounder, GPS, you mark a big snag, you can push the button, you can come back, you can catch brim, bass, mangrove jacks, all sorts of things up this part of the world, and certainly flathead. Very, very productive way of fishing, something different. I'll give you a bit of a look at some of the bits and pieces a bit later on, what we're using to catch these fish with, but I'll dig this fish out and you can have a look at him. Well, there he is. That's a little, probably a 1.5 metre deep diver. Probably use the pliers rather than use my fingers to try and get that, so I don't end up with a treble in my finger. That's a little 1.5 metre deep frenzy diver. Certainly done the job. That gold, silver and that dark coloured back, pretty classic colour and pretty hard to beat too as far as fish catchability goes. And that's what we're after. Beautiful little creek flathead. And you can see just lying in ambush along these creeks. Use your sounder once again to find those banks, those drop-offs, and try and stick to the depth that your lure is going to dive at. As I've already said, that one goes down about 1.5 metres deep, so anywhere from 2 metres to about 1.3 metres, that lure is going to be all right. I've got a deeper diver rigged. If I get up the river and suddenly it drops away a big hole, I can quickly feed that deeper one out. Success within a pretty short space of time. So there we go. Beautiful fish. Bite there now. I've probably gone about 300 yards or so, and feels like maybe a smaller flathead, this one. Oh no, it's actually a little brim. There you go, quite a hungry little fish. He's climbed all over that frenzy and he's thought to himself, I'll take a piece of that. So I guess prolific bait fish, and they eat shrimps, crabs, bait fish, brim. They're very, very, I guess, opportunistic feeders, and then this thing's lure's been swimming along there and that little brim's just thought, I'll have a piece of that, and whack, there you go. We also went past a bit of a snag. If you look behind me there now, Cameron will show you, there's a big snag there. As we've come past that snag, bang, the brim's climbed onto it. So when I'm coming back down the river later on, pretty easy once again, either take note of where that is or bang, 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 mark it into the GPS, and when we're trolling back through there, I might pull up for a minute, and if the hard bodies aren't quite working there, you can always put a soft plastic on or throw a popper in over the snag. You never know what you're going to catch. Having a great morning so far anyway. Trolling tackle is pretty basic. Spin rod, anywhere from that 2 to 5 kilo mark, or a little bit heavier if you like. Spin reel, some braided line, fire line in this case, bit of vanish leader, and your favourite hard-bodied lure, and away you go. Simple as that. Important when you're trolling along, if you keep your rod forward and the tip forward, and there are bits of timber and logs across here as well, and if you hit a hard snag, and you can feel it go, just throw your rod tip straight back like that, the lure will float back up, and then you can start working it again. So if you feel that, worst thing you can do is try and strike at that feeling, and all you're going to do is bury the hooks into the snag even further. Could even be something that's slightly foul hooked. It's sort of coming up here at the moment, but what have we got? A little bit hard to tell there at the moment, but certainly, there we go. Little flathead, I think. Yeah, it's just climbed onto my hard-bodied lure. Well, what is it? Not a flathead, it's a little dewey. Beautiful little school dew. And he's just wrapped up in that lure there. How's that? The smallest dewey I've ever caught, I think. What a beautiful little fish. Magnificent. And just climbed all over that. Once again, using the sounder. And hang on there, little fella. You're just a bit tangled up. I'll just have to get him out. Just using the sounder. And he sort of didn't fight very well because he's done a half hitch around there. We've seen the snag there, trolled past the snag and crashed. That little dewey's come out and he's taken a liking to that little frenzy shad there. Oh, I'll just get the hooks out of that little dew. Get that flicker shad out the way. What a fantastic little fish. Beautiful little dewfish. And he's going to grow up one day to be a big predator in the wild world of things. Plenty of mullet in this river, and I'm sure when he gets a bit bigger, he'll get plenty of those into him. So, awesome stuff. Smells like a soapy dew too, so I might just flick him back in the water. I'll just let him go there. Where you going, mate? Where you go? Go on. Oh, come on. Come on. Hey, there he goes. Hey, there you go. You've been watching Fishing the Edge. Guesty here. Mate, I'm off for one last cast, but hey, get into this trolling stuff. Good fun. Get the kids into it. Easy going. I've got a lure stuck in my arm. Better get that out first. See ya.